All right, we are live now. So, Martin here from Real Talk Lifeline. I'm here with Royce T, and we are here gonna talk about his realizations. So, I'm excited, Royce. We both
Yeah,
been through a seminar, beingness, with Life Kite, Coach Bam Santiago, and you even had realizations after that. We had a Life Kite encouragement workshop, or just recently. So feel free to share your realizations. Maybe you had some questions or clarity already, right? So let's begin.
yeah. Oh, so hi everyone. Hi everyone. It's a nice Saturday. I just literally came home. I was telling Martin before this pala. I was like, oh Martin, I just came from a meetup. So naka-mask naman kami and everything. And when I told Martin, like I really feel like I wanted to push through with this, so I really made time for coming here coming here to do this ngayon. And I know for those who are watching also no, so I'm just excited because I want to be able to share. It's like how can I say this? Last night, like the my realizations in the past few days. It's not one of those big emotional highs. It's more of an intellectual aha moment for me kasi I was realizing like that's if you're thinking about oh how do you operate diba? How do you think or how do you see the world, that was one of the what that's what it was a big moment for me to reflect really on looking back on all the times kasi this is not my first time doing live. If I have like I go on my page or I go on my profile and share no like I've had progress in like changing how I or in the way how I go do my lives. Pero oh, this one that I'm about to share today kasi has been an unconscious belief for me or it's a hidden bias pala that I've been having. It's like, oh my god, and ano eh, then I'm just excited kasi I realize oh nga no, that's what's stopping me from really being able to connect with people also. So if you guys are watching today no, including with Martin kasi I really loved it na Martin was there when I had my realization talagang boom moment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
witnessed that actually.
yeah,
So
and it like Martin, you're really inspiring me kasi I can really see na like that evening no nung Wednesday pala to. We have our life kite meetups no, and I could see really Martin was really giving a lot and sharing a lot, and I could see you were really trying to help me see talaga that then I would say na a lot of my aha moment and I'm not trying to hold back I'm just making kwento pero I'll share also pala na
yes, this is just the intro.
yeah, it's just the intro naman. Oh my
I guess
God.
we got two viewers, Royce. For
Hmm?
those watching live, feel free to comment,
Yeah.
engage with us. I'll just give a quick background. Royce was mentioning terms like Life Kite, so you can check out their page on Facebook. Coach Bam Santiago is the founder, the CEO of Life Kite. We have attended programs of Life Kite like Unbounded, recently Beingness, and we even had the online encouragement workshops. So all of these realizations that Royce is mentioning, the recent one that hit me was headspace versus heart space.
Heart space. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're sharing our realizations, and then you
Mm-mm.
can also share in the comments. If anything, you feel a tug or you feel a realization that you could relate to. So back to you, Royce. You were giving an intro, and now, yeah, you were getting in
Yeah.
the flow.
Yeah. Like I said, no, like thank you talaga for Martin for helping me. Like I think you're one of the biggest factors that helped me realize it, which is well, I was since Martin mentioned it also. Like I was in the head all the time. That meant all like what there's not again no sa akin rin nothing wrong with being in the head because that's to help you plan, but that's to help you I guess organize your thoughts as well. Pero it's also it's my big one thing I also caught myself with was that because I was focusing on my head so much, I wasn't connecting with other people and I wasn't really resonating with other people because where is that now? That's in the head. What was I missing now? That was my heart was what I was missing at that moment, and that's a tendency I think for the longest time in my life na Like a lot of times I get so caught up into overthinking a lot. And I was like, Royce, you're in the head, no? Like what's the parang if you know this like armor piercing bullet, like parang to stop me in my tracks, diba? Yung question
Yeah.
na like, Royce, what are you feeling right now? And I'm just like, it's all in my head because I'm just like, oh, I have all these thoughts. I'm overthinking. Like, if how many? I don't know if anyone can relate, pero has anyone ever went into the grocery store and then like, let's say you want to buy chips. Ako like I like to buy chips and I start comparing everything. So how many grams is this bag and how many grams is this? Tapos I'm gonna look at the price. Tapos i-divide ko. I'm gonna get my calculator. I'm like price per gram. O sige, alin mas sulit?
Yeah.
So yeah, like looking back at it, it seems silly, but for me, it's like, oh my god, it's so important for me to get like um the most out of my like bang for your buck, diba? All that stuff. Na parang it's a small minor thing, but I'm investing so much of my mental energy into finding the most, I don't know, the most efficient or whatever.
Can I
So yeah,
share something quick, Royce? And then
yeah.
back to you. With your flow is, I can totally relate as a thinker by default. So I think that's why Royce and I kind of had parallel realizations. The thing though, what you're doing right now, I'm just trying to give you feedback. Is even though we can't relate with everyone, maybe it's just
Mm,
one viewer or someone who will watch the replay. Uh, the way you're sharing right now is you're sharing your personal experience. It's a story.
yeah.
So I feel and I believe that's where the heart space comes in. Because you were saying, oh Martin, your sincerity. I got shocked because some of my comments might sound insulting to others, like a helicopter or whatever. But it was a life saving piece of advice for someone else because they
Mm,
could relate to it. So maybe we're both learning. We're in the process of learning. So I can, yeah, go back to you because it's your realizations. No? The life is about your realizations, and I could feel it there. I could feel your realizations in the moment. That's what's so cool about this. So yeah.
yeah. Na where was I in about with the oh I got I got
You're
caught up
slow.
with
Yeah, you were talking about chips in the grocery, like how you're so analytical.
yeah na yung I think it's I don't know, it's a matter of me also prioritizing because just to get to that moment pala was that why was I not able to connect, and you guys have been talking to me, diba? Yung my aha moment was really was like, Royce, no, are you here for the ideas or are you here for the people? And then everyone's like, and I realized na yeah
I gotta repeat that. I gotta repeat that. While
yeah
I know you're in the flow. Are you here for the ideas, or are you here for the people?
yeah
So those are two very different feelings. Or like one is in the head, like I just want to maximize everything, and the other side is hey, let Royce share, or
mhm,
he's going through something. Let me help him. Let me help her. So yeah, you were saying that
yeah
super realization.
yeah because like example like I'm involved with I'm joining Life Kite. I'm one of the volunteers who also staff and volunteers who also are there to support and to practice listening to people, and
Yeah,
that context is really more for like it's really more for those attending na like right now how this I know it's also like the situation right now is different in the sense na yeah, these are my realizations. I guess I just need to give myself permission also to go in the head right now and like to share because these are my aha moments. No, and but at the same time, because the context is how do you connect with people. No, if I talk about prioritizing, I was prioritizing ideas above all else, which is like I was imagining this a while ago. Like if you're journeying with like two people and like you're walking beside each other and like I don't know. I'm like year of the dog in the Chinese zodiac. So I'm imagining like if you remember up like diba, like they get distracted with squirrel, squirrel, and then you're gonna run, and then they're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna chase after. Like I'm talking about the idea, by the way. It's like, oh, here's an interesting idea that got popped up, and I'm gonna like run around and explore it everywhere. Like, oh, it's so interesting. And then when afterwards, when I come back, it's like, that was fun, right? Like, did you see me? Did you see me? That was fun. And then I'm like, yeah, but I didn't bring this guy with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's really it's realizing na, and this shows up a lot, especially when I go live. I used to go live, I would just drone on and on. It's because I realized now, oh, I'm just chasing around the ideas, I'm exploring ideas in my head. But I forget also that, like, hey, I have an audience also. Like right now where we're doing this now, even if it's just for you, Martin. I don't know kasi there's no counter how many people are watching. But even if it's
I
just
can
for
see.
you, yeah. Now
Don't worry,
other
don't worry.
yeah, don't worry, yeah. Thank you. Na even if it's just one person or two people no, who are watching no, but I have to remember also I'm not the only one, like, and it's a journey that I take with other people with me. So
Mhm.
in my life, sometimes I forget to acknowledge other people as well because I'm so caught up in my own ideas na it's really an aha moments kasi ano like the word I have is that it is very seductive for me na parang, oh, this is so interesting, or like I
Yeah.
make a snap connection. It's like there's that intellectual high for me. I'm like, so yeah,
Is,
it's a
is it okay though to give you quick feedback just in the
yeah,
moment? So
yeah.
I have seen some of Royce's lives recently also. So there's a progression. You actually have charisma, I would say, yeah, because you have really good energy. Like it's like contagious when you're in the zone, and then you do acknowledge people. Like you're like, hi Jane, or hi Hazel, or something like that. You get to acknowledge people on the spot when you see them.
Mm,
If I post a comment, none yet, but if I post one up here on the screen, I'm sure you're gonna also acknowledge them. So you do have that human side to you. Um, by default, I could just relate to being very in the head, the thoughts, the logical. Maybe the difference between you and me, and then we'll go back to you, is in Up, the dog who's like Squirrel, who goes around, the
I love
tendency I would do is I would focus on one and then just try to focus, like do extended focus in it. So a book on that, I think Cal Newport had a book
oh,
called Deep Work.
deep
So
work.
that kind of stuff, I'm not saying I'm good at it. Deep
Mm,
work, as in like going deep, right? Deep Work by Cal Newport. The whole idea is like extended focus. So I know we can do this. We're not gonna do this now, but
yeah,
I believe we can talk for an hour, 2 hours, like that, because I have done that with Coach Bam or some other people. So it it's not better. I'm not The feedback is,
yeah.
I'm not saying that's better necessarily, because you can actually entertain a different audience.
Mm,
It's a different way of thinking. So they have their uses, because you could be more creative, come back, and then another one is more focused or like more in depth like that. So you were saying again, like it's more of your realizations, your awareness, where you're at. I see progression. I do see that you still engage with people. So back to you. I mean, what else were you realizing was
na yeah, there was this one. It's actually there's all if I think we talked about this before, Martin. I said meta lessons. It's
meta
like, oh, I
and
have
the higher
realizations.
level?
Yeah, and I get I get a lesson after I get this realization because the whole reason why I was in like I'll admit to you, no, after Wednesday I was in a slump rin na like I was feeling down kasi, and that's the meta lesson for me. I'm just talking about parang, yeah, the lesson after the lesson na
Yeah.
you were there with me in beingness naman. There was a pattern for me always. Now whenever I have like an aha moment also, the underlying question I end up asking myself is what's wrong with me. And I realized na parang like that was pushing me in the like that's pushing me in the wrong direction, in the sense na parang, we talk about the in sa quantum leap T. Harv Eker, like what you focus on expands. If I end up focusing on like what if I end up focusing on what I lack or what I don't have, parang that just makes me feel worse. Like I feel like crap.
Correct, correct.
So and ano that's it's coming full circle for me also, because I actually went live about it, and the message I was telling people also was that, like, you don't need anything more. Like, if you don't, you can see it now that it's a message for myself as well.
Yes.
Na,
Hmm.
you don't you if you feel like you're not uh brave enough, or if you're not I don't know, generous enough, or if you're not discerning enough, like, that's not true at all. It's in you. No, you just need to be able to find out how to bring it out of yourself. Na
Yeah.
and for me, that was my aha moment also, because it's like, oh, I shouldn't be asking what's wrong with me, because all I needed, like, last night, kasi when I also been talking with other people, so I'm really grateful for their support for me.
Hmm.
I realized that the only thing I needed, because I fired that question to myself, the what's wrong with me. It's like, Royce, you don't need to care more. You don't need to be more uh like, you don't need to be more mindful of other people. You already are. Like, that was my journey in since we last met. Na, like, oh nga no, Royce, like, you do care about other people. No, sometimes it's just, sometimes your attachment to ideas gets in the way. That's why
Right.
I get distracted. And
Can I share something quick, Royce?
yeah, yeah.
Because people watching the live or the replay, I have met Royce in person, and that's very true. Like when he serves, or even as an attendee, like you really help other people.
Mm,
Like you were
thank you.
messaging me about where to park. For
Oh
me,
yeah.
that's a big deal, right? That's a advice or help that could be a lifesaver. So you do care about other people. The other quick meta realization I just want to share, because I've been listening to Joe Dispenza. Anyway, it's more about awareness in our conditioned mind. So I can relate when you said, "What's wrong with me?" Because one of my biggest things I'm trying to overcome was when I say that, the inner voice, like I'm a worthless piece of shit, even though I don't intentionally want to feel or think of that. If you say like what's wrong with me, for me that's very relatable. Like hashtag relate, diba, is
Mm,
that came from somewhere, that thought. Now, Joe Dispenza calls that it's like our default programming, like
um,
95% of our subconscious mind. 5% is only conscious. The good thing is this: let's be constructive, diba? After going through beingness or seminars or actual experiences, your aha moments, you also feel the other side. What people are witnessing right now, very constructive, very empowering. So what happens is the conditioned mind can be reconditioned. I'll just keep it that simple. Like
oh, can you repeat it, Martin? You got cut a bit.
so I'll repeat lang, the conditioned mind, it could be reconditioned.
Oh, okay.
That's why people do meditation, because reconditioning apparently can only happen like in a meditative or higher state. So if we just keep doing affirmations, it's like trying to lift weights mindlessly. It's not really going to ingrain it in your body. But when
Mm,
there's a mind body connection, that's why when we went through beingness and we felt it, like on day 2 or day 3, you will remember that feeling. You will change. But if someone
mm,
else tried to just say, I just don't think about it, it's not gonna work. I've tried it. I've tried it. So and then more repetition, the more it becomes subconscious. So subconscious isn't necessarily a bad thing. We can actually make good subconscious programming also.
mm.
So, like you, by default, I see you're very good at helping people.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Martin. Yeah.
So
Na
back to you. I mean, I just wanted to affirm or just share that that voice you have, like what's wrong with me? You're not like I also have that.
mm,
And maybe people who are brave enough to watch the replay or the live, like when they comment, I have a feeling people can also, you know, relate. They have that thought, like, what's wrong with me? Uh,
yeah.
so
Na
back to
it's
you.
yeah, what was this the oh yeah, like remember, right, one of the affirmations we always hear is like, oh, I'm enough, I'm enough. I used to say that before just to make myself feel better, but it's only now that I'm, it's like appreciating, oh, it's deeper than that, because it's like, yeah, like nothing's wrong with you. It's just it's the way you're talking, it's your self talk, the way you're talking to yourself. Na when you say talaga like you're enough, or like I am enough, yun nga, it just connects, for me, it connects to all those other things that I talked about, which is like, yeah, you have whatever qualities you look up to other people, those are already in you. Like if you admire, like, strength with other people, like they're able to stand up for themselves, you have that in you also, like, but maybe for those watching, and this is a message for me as well. It's like it could be it's just a seed right now kasi, na,
Yeah,
and you need to water it, you need to nurture it, and it's gonna come out little by little. So you can't automatically, take on a level 10 problem. Diba? You have to start with a level 1 problem. If you're like, oh, I need to, like, how's that? For me, before, like, one way for me to learning how to, assert what I want, again, and not to overpower anyone, diba? Pero example was that, um like, they were asking, like, what do you want for lunch? And I'm like, it used to be for me, I don't care, I'm okay, I'm still okay with anything, but it's me learning to say na, oh, this is my preference. If other people are like, no, I don't know, I want Jollibee, like, you want McDo, but I want Jollibee, I'm gonna go crazy if I don't have Jollibee. And I was like, okay, it's fine, but I just, what matters is, like, that even just those small moments na parang, oh yeah, I got to say what I want. That's where I
yeah.
stand. Yeah. So,
And by
and
the way, Royce, the best people I've met were collaborative. I had to
mm,
learn that from a mentor. Win-win. Let's
nice.
say we'll both buy the Jollibee, and then if they really want to eat McDonald's, they can order McDonald's, but they won't deny us. They won't force us. So
Mm.
that's a weird thing I had to learn also. But if I'm in the wrong environment, like it's unsupportive, they're gonna force us to eat McDonald's.
All right.
Now,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm just sharing that quick because again, nothing against McDonald's. I don't
Yeah. Nothing
like
against fast
food.
food.
Yeah, I
Go
mean,
where you want.
yeah, I just got anxiety attacks the last time I had a vivid memory of eating in McDonald's. So it's very
Mm.
personal for me. That's why I wouldn't force something onto someone, especially if it would cause them trauma. So that's kind of how deep I would take it. But most people, they just they don't think of that. So you're in a good space, like you're in a more mature or evolved level of thinking.
Mm. Yeah. And what I also liked about it was, yeah, the wait, I got distracted in my head. Eh.
Oh,
I'll
you,
let
you
it
were
out.
talking about
The mature,
um,
yeah, mature space. I just wanted to say lang na, a while ago, I came from the meetup in Life Kite. No, we were talking about, oh, not everyone, not everyone we invite to Unbounded or Life Kite, right? Not everyone joins, and we're saying that it's okay because, like, I've been in that space also, and I've been seeing. In fact, it's the opposite also, that I've been seeing, like, my family. They've also been growing. Even if even if I'm the only person in Life Kite, like, parang I've seen my brother mature. My One of my other brothers have they've also moved out. I see my dad trying, he takes my feedback. So, it doesn't have to be na they have to be in Life Kite or in any group, kasi they're also growing on their path. Ayun lang na
wow.
I don't know if anyone had that, if anyone needed to hear that sa audience, pero that came up for me. Eh. So
Thank you for sharing that, Royce. Because for me, that's proof. Some people think like we attend the seminar or we go
Mm,
through a transformational experience. Some people think that if I went through it, I need to bring Royce or I need to bring another
yeah,
person. But you're saying that you could already see changes in other people, like other people, even though you're the only one who went through it. So
yeah,
that's like a ripple effect that I think you're the first one that I know personally who said that about a seminar. Because most people would say, I changed, my life got better, so now everything's better.
yeah.
But
This
then
is
you're
the magic
saying,
pill. You need to take it or something like that.
yeah, that's a
Yeah,
different point of view.
yeah.
But yeah, thank
And
you for sharing that.
another
Um,
thing might also be, there's a right time for everything because then beingness, I actually didn't join the first batch. Like Bam was persistently inviting me in the first batch, and then someone I forgot who asked me, but they were like, "Why didn't you join?" And I didn't have a good answer for them. Like right now, I'm like, "Oh, I still face the same issues, but I showed up in the second time around." Parang, but this time, I could feel that the second time I like now that I'm in this batch, and not the batch 2 years ago for beingness. I got so much out of it. Parang like if I went if I for example like if I went to beingness before, I wouldn't have been able to I think I wouldn't have been able to appreciate some of the activities. I wouldn't have been able to appreciate parang the message of beingness. Kasi ngayon, I study I know about the Enneagram. I know about like like how parang how the body memorizes emotions, or the body it keeps emotions inside it. Parang yeah, like that's a different topic pa. Parang that's how I was able to appreciate what was going on during beingness. Parang if I went there before, I'm like, what's happening? So I think
can
there's
I
a right
share
time
something
na.
quick? Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't want to disrupt your flow, but every time you mention something, there's something I feel like sharing now.
yeah, go
But
keep it coming also.
the
Yeah.
people, yeah, who are watching the live, the replay, the Enneagram is I think is that a personality test,
Uh, there is, yeah, we can go there. Yeah, I'll just say that lang, on the surface level, it's a personality test.
but it's
I'll
much
give you
deeper.
I'll just throw you guys a bone. The person more than a, it's I'd say it's more than a personality test also now, because the Enneagram can also represent aspects of the human experience. So that's not so fleshed out pa for me, pero that's what I'm
So
going through right now kasi
correct.
na
So it's
yeah,
much deeper. You got
yeah,
more
it goes much deeper
awareness.
than just a
Or
personality type.
this thing about what I felt like sharing when you went through beingness 2 years after the first invite was I was there too, with you. So and you were on the spot multiple times and there was an activity without spoiling it. Like you really put yourself on the line. Like I could have very easily judged you. I could have said you're a bad person. Why the hell did you do
Mm.
that? What kind of decision is that? If this was real life, you would have let people down. Like again, without spoiling, um, people can go through it themselves to experience a seminar. But you, you're growing so much. That's my quick feedback for you. Like I'm
Yeah.
almost getting goosebumps because it's like it's not you grew so much, you're growing so much. As in right now, in the as we
It's
went
still
through.
it's still ongoing. Yeah.
So that's my realization of your realization, if that makes sense. Because I was there with you. So I just felt like sharing that. Like I was there. I saw you. So
Yeah, I just like it now. That's like, I think it's great because if this is happening, like it's a ping pong realization of all the images.
well, I was there. I could share it back because we both went through it, and I saw it.
Mm,
So
yeah, and yeah, thank you, Martin. My feedback for you and you guys know, like I needed that space also because, again, meta lessons. Like it's one thing to learn to speak my mind. Like I was like, okay, this is what I felt. Now I was expressing what was in my heart. Now at the same time also I was still having that. I was still a bit shy to say like this is what I want to say, but I feel like you guys are gonna judge me, and that also led me to realize, parang, oh nga no, like when we say this is a safe space, but my question was like, do I actually trust you guys if I'm feeling shy to share it? So yeah, like thank you for thank you for holding that space for me that time nga. Your feedback and not judging me, parang that led me to ang dami nga, that led me to that realization. I keep oh my god. Sabihin ko lang, it's like a drink. This be a drinking game? Every time Roy says realization, one shot.
Yeah. Well, again, for I just feel like sharing this. It's like outpouring. People watching the live and the replay. If you're ready, if your mind is kind of sparking or opening up, all you have to do is, check out Royce Lee on his profile. I believe his lives are public. You can
Yeah.
check out Life Kite because we both believe and experience the training of Coach Bam, Santiago. You can start from there, and then what I what I felt like sharing with Royce is this is a reminder why it works. I think Joe Dispenza said this again recently. I've been listening to him in my mental
Yeah.
meditations. Learn, do, and then be. So if it's all
Learn.
learning, that's like mental masturbation or that whatever term I
Ah,
heard that.
that's true.
So it's just
I
like
guess.
we're learning for the sake of learning. It doesn't go anywhere. Doing in a seminar that's good, designed well, they'll actually make you do something like what we went through. B, the last step is even after the seminar, we would still help a stranger. And I saw you do that. I
Mm.
saw you do that, right? Valentine's Day, something like that, right? So that makes the action more real and sustainable. Like you know that you really learned the lesson because you'll even do it again, even when no one's watching.
Mm.
So you become a new person. I become a new person. So that's how a well-designed transformation process is. So again, people who are just curious, you could check out our profiles. I mean, if we're not doing it or being the lessons, right, then comment. Like say, this is just the way I talk. Like, yo fuck face. Like, well, you're not doing what you're saying or what you're teaching, right? Then for me that's awareness. I'm like, oh okay, oh no. Hey, thank you for reminding me, right? So yeah, and I just wanted to share that because you're going through that right now. No? Yeah. Let let me know, Royce, if it's if it's a me or you. Like the connection, if I'm
Hello?
disconnected.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
I can hear you again.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, like I tried switching my internet, but it got disconnected. So yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
You're back.
Uh
You're back. It was only a few seconds, so no problem.
oh, all right. What's how was it? We're
So
wait,
so
what's the
like learn, do, and be. So
learn
learn,
do be?
do,
Yeah.
and be. I see you doing that. You're not just learning it. You're actually doing a lot. Like you're even on the level of becoming a facilitator,
Hmm.
someone who's actually teaching and training people. And then the B is just a reminder to you you really are that person on and off the camera. Even when no one is looking, you
Yeah.
really embody the lessons. That's how you know it. T. Harvecker says. How do you know something? Right?
Mm-mm.
You are that person. You be
Uh,
that person.
my God. Yeah. Thanks for. I just wanted to say that thanks for that, Martin, also because that's actually that just hit me with what I've been going through recently. Na I've just to share, for example, like I've been like one of the things we learn in being a facilitator is to go back and create, parang talk about your story, and one of the yeah, we're like it's not necessarily a success story. It could be what were your struggles, and one of my biggest struggles was really what you're talking about, like how you are on and off the camera, which is that was also why I was struggling with seminars so much, because like when I'm in the seminars, I would be like, I would participate a lot, right? I would be the guy in front, I would be dancing, right? I would like, who wants to volunteer? I'll try to be the first person up there,
I have
depending on how
witnessed
far my
that.
seat was.
Yeah, he is
Yeah,
not lying. That's the truth.
yeah.
Yeah.
The struggle for me for the longest time was when after the seminar is done, because yeah, and that's a reality for those people who, if you've gone to a program, right, or if you like what happens when the environment is, you're back to your old environment, or when your old habits are tempting you again. And for me, my for the longest time, that was me, that I didn't know what to, or this, like when, yeah, when no one's watching me, or when there's no coach, there's no accountability partner, right? What do I do? So ayun na, like that's just an affirmation, like thank you for that, Martin.
By the
So
way, Royce, because people
yeah.
who are watching this, they don't know who we are. How many years have you been when you started taking seminars? Because you're a very good learner. I see you take notes. And then the difference between you and me is you're even like one of the first to volunteer. For me, I it's so hard for me to go up on stage. It's really a breakthrough if ever that happens. So how many years have you been doing
Yeah,
that ever since?
probably. Well, my first ever seminar, I was dragged by my dad. I think Millionaire Mind, back in, if you guys remember, pa in SMX MOA. Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
also went
I
there.
think that was 2013 or 14. So it's probably, I'll just say 8 years na lang, going 8 years to be
Okay,
conservative.
so people who can relate, excuse me, here in the Philippines at least, I took that Millionaire Mind Intensive seminar also in 2018. So that was one of my first. The first was Gary Vaynerchuk in Manila, NAC, National Achievers
Oh yeah,
Congress. That's
NEC.
Millionaire Mind
Oh, was
Intensive,
there. Oh, okay, go.
2018. So I met your dad, if this is Richmond
Yeah,
P,
which one?
in 2020 Feb, right before the COVID pandemic, because I took a seminar by Blair Singer. Now, why am I sharing all this? Because sometimes it will cost you 4 digits in the thousands, 5 digits, or even more.
Yeah,
Quantity was 6 digits. So if people will say, why would I do that if it takes so many years? Tapos wala naman. Like, okay, you're telling us like it takes so many years like that. Now, my short answer, TLDR, diba? Too long didn't read this. Can you imagine Royce and me if we never even went through that? It's like we
yeah,
never went to the gym at all. How the hell would we look, right? Or mentally or transformationally? So we're not saying it's a magic pill, like after one seminar you change, but it's taking us this much to actually just learn and then do it because we were participating. But
yeah,
the B part, as in to become a different person, this is what we're sharing. Like we're real examples. So if you say, go take my seminar, it's like for free or for 5,000 pesos, whatever. And then people are gonna get misled and think I'm gonna get some Botox in my face and be a different person. We're just sharing you what works or what it looks
yeah.
like now. Now, some people, do they have radical transformations after one seminar, 1 year, they become millionaires? Yeah, I have seen some people like that. So it, you know, take it as it may for you,
There
right?
are, yeah, like I second that with you, Martin. Like, um just to share, like I know someone, they're a business owner. They don't really go to seminars. They only took one, and then afterwards, I don't know, like it's like the effect on them just going to one business seminar was that on in their company they started smiling more. They were nicer to their employees and all that. So
Well,
yeah, like some, it's really, it's because everyone's on a different, ano, everyone's on a different path. Everyone's at different stages of whatever. Like you're yung if you guys have that expectation, you're supposed to be an adult. You're supposed to do this, this, this. Like throw that out of the window, because everyone has like everyone, ayun na lang, everyone learns different lessons from their childhood eh. So like for some people they might already have like being assertive in the bag. Other people might be like they already know how to be generous and to be kind to other people. They have that in the bag even when the going gets tough, diba? Other
Yeah,
people like their work ethic is already solid. Like mine,
solid.
like yeah,
Definitely
like for
solid.
example, mine, yeah, like but have you ever found like it's very rare to find people who already has everything together because it's letting that go eh, na you're not going to, yeah, like there's always, that's why we say na parang personal growth, there's something else to learn because like think of all the qualities, all the values that you could learn and improve upon yourself. There's so much na
Yeah,
not just the different kinds of but what level that is pa, so there's a lot.
correct. I,
And yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
adding something quicker and then go back to your points is when we enter a seminar, maybe for the first time, it's kind of like a first day of school thing. It's like a
yeah,
freaking wildlife, right? Going to the wildlife because people will have mixed values. I didn't have those all of those good traits in my subconscious programming growing up. I did have some good ones. Like maybe both of us, we had like a love for learning or
mm,
curiosity, keeping an open mind or healthy skepticism like that, being critical, having critical thinking in a good way, something like that. So other people will have different values, so it could be scary or you know you got to be discerning because we could learn bad shit from people also. But the key thing is I'm learning is we can unlearn by our own decision or our own free will. We can reprogram certain things and keep the good ones. So if you're already very charismatic, engaging, good energy, well, don't become like a Daria, like some robot, monotone, whatever, like
Wait,
that.
can you explain? I don't know the reference actually, Daria.
Oh, it's like that cartoon on MTV. She's the girl with the glasses, and the way she'll talk to you is like, "Hi, Royce. So anyway, my name is Daria, and like that. Like you don't have to become like that, right? So keep the good
Yeah.
stuff, and then we can reprogram in the the other good things, which is that's what I learned. That why I put on my dream board Tony Robbins Platinum Partnership. The whole idea is if you've heard of masterminds, inner circles, like that, you are doing it by the way I see. You
Hmm.
just surround yourself with the greatest minds and hearts and businessmen and women like that. Then you will you will learn their good values as well. Everyone will elevate. And this is the
Hmm.
last thing I felt like sharing. Hit me up. Some people will say, all the women I find are garbage. And you can apply that anything up. All the jobs I find are garbage. All the opportunities or whatever garbage. And they're right. The reason is this, apparently. Because they're bottom feeders. And that might
Hmm.
sound harsh, but
Yeah.
they're gonna look for low hanging fruits. They're just gonna look for garbage. But the moment that we can elevate ourselves, like why would I pay 15 grand for a seminar? Because you go a level higher. So not you're not feeding at the garbage or bottom feeding level anymore. So I and our mind changes. My way of thinking changes. If people are
Hmm.
like, yeah, tell me how then. Well, that was my fucking gift jar for Coach Bam. For those who can relate to the money jar system. Or that can be for your education jar. That now mine was weird. I said gift jar because I really decided to support Coach Bam that way. Maybe he
Hmm.
doesn't know this, unless he watches the replay. But I didn't know like he got COVID that exact time that he was
Oh, yeah.
offering me around end of December, right? The start of January. He didn't tell me he got COVID. So something in me, like the tug, just felt like, hey, I want to support him. and I want to take it to the next level. And you know me, I'm very courageous with money. I'm
Yeah.
like very a saver. Like I'm not like a spender type like that. So that meant a lot to me. Our level of thinking will change, our paradigms, and then we get the highest fruits later on. So all we're doing is just sharing like what it's like to go through that. And we're not yet at the top, right? We're just getting there.
And I think yeah, there's always a next level nga for that. And what was I gonna ano? Yeah, like for people who might be watching this, the one of the biggest one of the things I really had to learn was like we call this like there is a saying now that I'm applying is called everything is useful. And so for other people, like for me, like I told you, like 7 8 years that I go to seminars, most of them like I don't know. I actually, yeah, I still have my notes here. Oh, this is Train the
You just
Trainer. Oh, yeah,
stay in
Train
the
the Trainer.
theater
Yeah.
or
Like
like
I have my notes with me.
Singapore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Singapore. Yeah. Yeah. And like I'm being careful already about how I say it. It's like it feels like nothing happened, but that doesn't mean that's true because if nothing else, what if the purpose of me just going to that seminar, even if quantum leap, like let's say, even if because quantum leap is like 6 figures, and that's not the
It
only
was like
program.
300 fucking grand, man. For people who are like, what's six
Yeah,
figures? Is that like 100,000? So
no,
yeah.
it's more.
Plus we had to
Yeah,
spend for our own flight, our own hotel or
yeah,
lodging.
hotel and food. Yeah, so it's not just even that's just paying for the seminar. Getting there and staying and flying there is still more. Yeah, you
So
have to pay for those. Yeah, so it's really not cheap. Na like if nothing else, it's just to help me realize nga parang if the only thing I just realized was like, oh my god, I have this pattern of like when I show up I get to deliver, but when everyone's gone, like I go back and not like I go back to my old habits, even if it's just realizing that. Parang that I would say that's already worth it. And I'm not talking about because I'm not talking about this now because I know other people have that mindset about here's what I paid for the seminar. I have to like earn my way out of it through a business or what, diba? Like
yeah,
this one
some
is really
people.
personal growth, eh. Yeah. Na because that's a pattern I had in childhood even before. That's why I brought it up now. Like the way it showed up for me was example na I grew up. I had so many tutors. I had my parents. My mom was the one like watching over us all the time. So I never actually developed the study habits to like yeah like come for example high school I stopped having tutors and like my mom wasn't there like my parents basically they separated but that's another story pa so my mom
Yeah,
was not with us. She's alive by the way, yeah, but yeah, parang basically no one was watching me anymore, like my grades dropped, and it was showing up again and with the seminars again, no, I have there's an authority figure in front, diba, telling me what to do. Okay, I'm gonna do it. But when that's gone, like I parang like nawala yung like like a puppet, diba? Nobody's nobody's doing like no I'm not moving anymore. I'm not acting anymore because there's no one there's no instructions basically. What else? Same thing I used to go with the varsity like some people, right? They yeah, I was in the varsity before.
I know that.
Yeah, I was parang ano, I think not it's not to boast, but I would say it. I think it was safe to say based on how I was experiencing that time. Like I was one of the best athletes back then,
Wow.
and yeah, and I didn't do it because I wanted to be the best. I was acting on the same program. And what was that? No, I told it during an alumni meeting. I was telling them, do you want to be able to be yung parang like okay, this is what I was able to do. Do you want to be able to do the same thing, right? Like yeah. I told them just do what coach tells you to do because that was my program. That was my programming. Oh, Like I never
Mhm.
did anything extra. Like I know some people, but like your mindset is I have to go beyond, go the distance, like do more or do an extra repetition or what. I never did any of that. Pero like that was yun nga. So same thing. Once I graduated high school, so I'm not in the varsity team anymore. I got fat. Ayun.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So it just shows up in so many ways for me, and like oh nga, no, like the seminars just showed up in another it just showed up in another way. Parang yun nga, how you do anything is how you do everything. Na
Can I share something lang? Just
yeah,
again, maybe it's just feedback or I guess affirmations of what you just shared, no. So
yeah,
I know that like your past, no. So the thing I wanted to share was you did actually have some good programming growing up because you're not gonna be good. Your results show it. Your results show.
mm,
I'm not saying that's the end all be all of everything. So you had good programming growing up in certain areas. Now, if someone stopped teaching you, like your mom, your tutor, like that, well, I see you independently learning right now.
yeah,
So that's a good thing that happened. Some people will just give up, right? Or they get salty or bitter like that, or they just stop. Their mind will degenerate. So, or they become, programmed by TV and a lot of BS. So you're doing that as a good thing. And this is my idea. I guess it's a good thing I learned from being Koreeps. Do you do you want a tip on how to maximize like your train the trainer, the quantum leap? I
yeah.
accidentally learned this from a friend, by the way. I'm not original. You wanna know?
How to maximize like
Because
the program.
we paid almost 500,000 in
Yeah,
essence for all those seminars plus the hotel, the food, the flights, ganun, right? You wanna know how to maximize it even more,
yeah,
even though it's already done, So what my friend said was, hey, let's debrief it. So after a year, let's say January, I got my notes, let's say for a mission to millions. Then let's say the next one was, let's say June. For example, we did Guerrilla Business Intensive.
mm-hmm.
So that one I actually attended with my friend. So when we both debriefed it, because we both attended it, holy shit, dude. Especially the notes that you mark, it's like you're re experiencing the lessons, but
Oh,
you're learning new insights.
yeah,
Mhm.
debrief.
Debrief. That's the term I learned because we both went through the seminar and we're sharing notes. Now people are like, what the hell is a debrief? How does it look like? It's like what we're doing right now, guys. Because Royce and I both went through something. We're just sharing our best lessons. And if you feel like, oh, I can relate, oh, nga, no, I can do that. That's what it feels like to have an epiphany. It's not a fancy word. It's just like there's a lesson. I can relate to it. I feel it in my body. That's why I mark it in my notes and I go, hey, I want to do that. Or I get it. I get it right now. That's that's how a debrief would work. Now it's harder if I debrief on Date with Destiny, let's say Tony Robbins with Coach Bam, if he didn't go through the same seminar. Now I think it's still effective. I'm gonna experiment if ever he's open minded enough. And you could get a lot of value from that as well. So I'm just gonna put this out because some people will say, "Hey, isn't that unfair? Like, let them attend the seminar." Look, I graduated from marketing. That's the best fucking marketing you can give for free. Because if you went through a seminar like Beingness Unbounded and they feel like it was so worth it for you, the more they're gonna sign up for that fucking seminar.
Yeah,
Now
yeah. A lot
people
of
in scarcity, yeah, or narrow minded will say, I don't tell them, let them pay for it. The more the motherfucker will not pay for it, you fucking bastard liar, diba? They can see right through your scarcity. Like I can see it. If
mm,
somebody says that to me, I won't take your seminar if you treat me that way. So and I learned that. Oh, Royce, we got someone. We missed you too.
oh,
So word
hello.
for people, by the way, so we can see your name
Oh,
in
I
future.
opened it. It's Elvin apparently. Yeah.
Oh, thank
Hi,
you, thank
Elvin.
you.
Oh my god,
Elvin,
long
by the
time.
way, is one of the main reasons why I signed up for Quantum Leap because
Oh, talaga?
yeah, I asked him. I was like, "Hey, did you take Quantum Leap? Is it worth it?" Like that. It was him and the no the partner of Julian and the si
Yeah,
Joy.
like enjoy. And yeah, he was with my dad. I remember. That's how I met him also through, because Elvin's doing for the others watching, Elvin's doing he has a training company also for sales. I think tama, no. I don't know
Until
if it's
now,
expanded
I
since then,
I
but yeah.
still follow
Um,
Elevate, yeah, Elvin's sales company, which was a
yeah.
result of Quantum Leap. So we miss you too, man. So again, that's how people know it's real, right? So back to you, man. I'm just sharing because I felt like what you said made sense, and I just wanted to, give
Yeah,
a
and
real example of it.
yeah, and just to put this out in the open kasi like it's a fine line na how do I say this? On one hand kasi I'll be frank, no. All of the lessons you need to learn are already like out there. Like that's why like we for example us were looking into how to create a course and all that, no. Parang you're gonna say all the content is out there, but
Yeah,
the learning is another question because for you you're like, oh, yun nga like what I'm talking about now, 'di ba? Like it may when you just read it off the internet or whatever book you have, it's just gonna stay in your head. But the real transformation is really in nga like learn, do, be,
do and
diba?
then be. Yeah,
Yeah. So parang like let's say na you could leak, like let's say I don't know, Date with Destiny, you could leak the entire thing, and all the content and all the all the lessons, the takeaways are gonna be yours for the taking. It's still not gonna be the same as actually taking it because
correct.
you need, yeah, some like you need ano yun, like the lessons, the best lessons are really experienced there. Like for me, like you're gonna tell me back in 2013, 2014, like, hey Royce, the best thing for you is that you should focus on how you are after the seminar instead of like during the seminar. Parang no, like it's not gonna stick to me as much as now because I went through it. There's like it's not just in the head, but like there's that pain. It's like, oh my god, like we spent this much, and it's the feeling of like where are the results, diba? Like there's that pain. There's also that high, the opposite. There's that high also. It's like, oh my god, I learned my lesson. I don't want to go back to that issue again, or I don't want to experience that pain again. Diba? That's how you learn. Diba? So
Correct.
if I just leak to you, like I have my notes, I'll leak everything to you. It doesn't matter for you
It
because
won't. It won't work,
yeah,
man. It won't
you
work.
need
It's like
to
force
you need to
feeding.
experience it.
Yeah, it's like force feeding a baby or a person.
Oh my god.
It will hurt. Actually, it will be very traumatic. So I want to go full circle. Like we're approaching an hour here. It's
Yeah.
the original. Like this, the realization is the start of head space, the versus heart space.
Mm-mm.
Some people will say, "So what? Like you know all this good stuff, but you don't care." Well, that's where the heart space comes in,
Yeah.
right? I mean, the reason why the tug comes usually, when it's done right, um, again, enlightened self-interest. That's what Jim Rohn teaches. That he's the mentor of Tony Robbins. So, enlightened self-interest is whatever we're sharing right now. That's our self-interest. It becomes enlightened when it connects with the problem of a person or
Mm.
what they're going through. So, let's say if a person was sharing about anxiety or fear like that, then our heart will connect on their level. Now
Yeah.
it's very hard to do that because people say, "Well, if heart is so easy, let's all do it." Well, if you want to feel their pain, so that's what we went through in beingness. That's why it was very uncomfortable. In Real Talk Lifeline, or even when you do your lives, the reason why I do it this way is it's hard. Like who wants to feel depression? Who wants to feel pain? Most people don't. It's just
Mm.
nature of the brain. It seeks comfort. It avoids pain, right? But then when we actually face pain, our demons, whatever you want to call it, for us, if we're just talking about head and heart space, we connect with more people. Plus, the good thing is, because I see this in you, Royce, we get to help people.
Yeah.
So people who made it this far to the live or the replay, if you feel that, you're like, oh yeah, well that's why I stayed this long. Because maybe these people actually care. And then now they can help me with my problem. So and I'm learning that from Coach Bam. I'm gonna give him credit. Ever
Mm.
since I founded to later on, even the encouragement sessions, he focuses so much on the heart space, the safe
Yeah.
space for listening. Because our default, Royce, you and me, is head. We
Yeah.
want to give them the answers, the solutions, which is good. It has a time and a place for it. But what I'm learning from Coach Bam is the heart has to come first. Like I'm getting goosebumps, man. Like if you could feel it, the heart
Mm.
has to come first, and then the enlightened, the mind will come in later on. If it's all heart and there's no intelligence behind it, dude, iba na yun. Parang mob mentality, diba, or something like heightened emotions, but then it Pied Piper just leads you off the cliff, diba, into freaking doom or something. That's not good, diba? But
Mm.
combination of both head space and heart space, you could feel it there, and it will lead you to the truth. It will lead you to the right path. It will solve the problem. So I mean, if there's any other thing in your realizations, we hit the 1 hour mark. I'm good. I mean, if you feel like there's something you gotta just let out in your realization, something you feel like you wanna like closure or
Oo.
um
Ako, ano,
share.
yeah, I was two things muna. First, for the audience, like parang, because this one also, no, some of you might be like us rin, na like, what the heck does heart space look like, diba? So I just wanted to share what happened last Wednesday. Like there was one, again, confidentiality, no, but I can describe naman what happened there. Their camera wasn't on. I'm not sure if that was even the real name, pero yeah, when they finally got to, it was near the end of the session kasi, and they were saying, now who hasn't shared yet? And then, okay, what about you? And then they were like, oh, sorry, I don't wanna open my cam. I think they also admitted that they were depressed and all that. So parang for what Bam did kasi, like, and again, this is how what heart space could look like. Na for them, na it's like, okay, na we, like, for Bam is like, okay, we respect, we're happy you're here, thank you for showing up. We just gave them a round of we just gave her, or we just gave them a round of applause. I'm not sure if it's him or her. Yeah.
Mhm.
So parang, yeah, no, different from hearts, different from head, no ideas, no insights, no aha moments to fire at them. No, but it's also like asking, like, what do they need in that moment? So maybe for them, maybe it could be the first time that they were actually affirmed in a long time. Like I'd like to believe that, diba? So
Yeah,
that's something I'm also slowly learning. Kasi yun nga, like it's still fresh for me. Like holy crap, I'm attached to ideas that sometimes it distracts me from connecting.
I was there with you when that happened. By the way,
Yeah.
Royce, do you want a quick I can share something quick, but then you had two things you wanted to do. So back to
Mm-hmm.
you after this. Super quick lang. Heart space looks like that, and you'll feel it. Now for
Mm-hmm.
the headspace people who are like, well, can you explain it to me? I'll do this super quick because the more important point is the heart there.
Yeah.
For people wondering what the hell does that mean, if you were there, if you went through it, and you knew that was the ending of the meeting, how hard it is to raise your hand and speak up. I'm already logically explaining it, which doesn't do it justice, by the way. If I understand that, na parang it's so hard to just raise my hand, speak up, even with my camera off, not get judged, and put myself on the line. I can already understand. Dude, that's like the Spartan who goes to the front line and is willing to get shot by the arrows or die, diba? Or understand it in any way that you could relate to. It's extremely difficult to do that
Mm-hmm.
because your voice will shake. I could relate to. Like parang I'm so scared. It's so hard to speak up. Someone's choking me like that figuratively. So for me, heart space is well just you'll feel it. You'll feel like holy shit. Parang wow. So Coach Bam just handled it with grace,
Mm.
and then that's when it made sense.
Yeah,
So that was
and just
one thing. You said there were two things now for the audience that you were sharing.
yeah. I just wanted to let this out because I was reflecting on last Wednesday as well. I
Hmm.
think the moment that started the whole head thing was I have this B as a parent. I think I have this belief system, basically BS, is when I'm faced with someone with mental illness, I don't know how to connect to them. And I'm talking to you
Ooh,
right now, Martin. And then my girlfriend is also, she is also diagnosed with depression. So
ooh,
parang that's just something I've been carrying for a long time because I was like, how do how do I help this person if I myself am not diagnosed? So yun lang. I just
do
wanted to
you
let it out.
do you want to
Yeah.
close the open loop? And I super appreciate you sharing this. Like,
Mm,
do you want an answer, or like, do you want to close the open loop? Like,
yes,
I
please.
don't know how, right? So, do you want a suggestion or an idea?
Yeah, go.
So you're doing it right now. Now, if you're like, well, tell me about what you're saying that it's this: expose yourself to someone who is willing to show you what it's like. Your girlfriend will not do that to you.
Mm,
Imagine me asking a girl, "Can you explain to me how women work?" They won't do that, man. It doesn't work that
mm,
way because a lot of women don't even understand how the hell they work in the first place. Some do. We're very mature, who've been through a lot, and they could explain it. But then someone going through depression or something else, anxiety, um, panic attacks, different stuff like that. The reason why I made Real Talk Lifeline is to share my life on that side.
mm,
Now, if
yeah.
other people share what they're going through also, I learn from them. So let's say you're a firstborn. Super quick story. I couldn't relate that. I'm a middle child, so it's like my brother, my sister, me, my youngest sister. I couldn't relate. It was so hard for me growing up with my older brother in my childhood. And I would get the hand me downs. So I didn't feel love. There was like favoritism, all that. And then the day I moved out of the same bedroom of my brother, everything got better because of personal space. I learned things. Then college, so I'm already all the way back in college. One of my friends, who's a firstborn, said this to me, and this is when the anger dissipated. He said,
Mhm.
"Martin, because and I love my older brother. It's like he stopped school for a while, and then he went back just to finish it, something like that. So my friend said, Martin, he's also the firstborn. He said, what if for your brother it was harder? Because I was like, well, I did college, 5 years, I got a master's degree. I followed the narrative. I never stopped, blah, 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 blah. And then he just said that to me. He said, Martin, he's the firstborn. What if for him it was harder?
Mm, yeah.
And then the, the anger went away. Why did I believe him? He was a firstborn. He had a younger sister. He said, do you know what it's like when your cousins come up to you and then they say, oh, that's your kuya, your ahia, or whatever you call it, but it's like the elder, and then the pressure or like the expectations or whatever like that. Not for all, but then you know, I imagined him and then more pain. I was like, I don't wish that upon anyone.
Yeah. Mm,
So you can learn it all, like what it's like to be on your girlfriend's side or someone else. In my experience, practical tip was someone has to show me in my face what it was like how my friend did that in the moment. So I was like, oh shit, that, and it has to be true because if it's like a made up, manipulated lie, then obviously it will just mess the person
yeah.
up or trust issues like that. So yeah, I mean, I believe you're going through it progressively. You won't understand everything about your girlfriend yet, but then at least you might get it eventually.
Yeah, thanks,
It's
man.
better than being blind to it or like parang lost, diba? At least you have a north star, something like
Yeah,
that. So
yeah. And I
those
just
were the
appreciate
two
that.
things that we felt like sharing.
Yeah. I just appreciate this with you, Martin, because I told you nga you really inspired me, especially last Wednesday. Like I could feel your concern na, hey, Royce, like we're in this together. Let me help you try to see it. So
I,
yeah.
our minds kasi were similar for the headspace.
Hmm.
Like we both think a lot, and I saw that in beingness, the seminar we attended.
Mm-mm.
So that was recent, end of January. So it's hard not to help some. Ito, this might sound cheesy for some, but let's say we both um like the Navy SEALs or some shit. Parang we're both soldiers or brothers in arms like that.
Mm-mm.
So we both could relate. We're both going through like similar challenges in life. For me, it's hard not to help the guy next to you when you both went through it. But how do we expand that? Well, can we help a sister
Ah,
also, like a woman or someone older or younger, or a
mm-mm.
foreigner, someone who speaks Tagalog, Ilonggo, whatever. Diba? Even though they make fun of my accent or whatever, like that. That's a joke, but then it happens. Diba? Like can, it's hard not to help the other person, especially when you're that open. If the other person wasn't open to help, then one of the most painful things I learned is this might sound messed up, is to allow the person to suffer. Now, does it mean that we abandon them? Because
And
I
it's
learned this from
going
there.
let them go through the process.
Correct, but
Yeah.
you still be there for them. You still love them. So those who are religious, they call that like the love of God, diba? Like he'll and I'm not that religious. So again, those who read the Bible and stuff, it's like even though you go through suffering, he's always there with you.
Hmm.
So let's say I can't believe I'm gonna say this. So let's say my ex, because it's I'm the one going through the suffering. Even though love could be allow the other person to live their life, but if the person was about to die in front of your face, what would you do?
Yeah, you can. That's when I'd step in already.
You'd still help them.
Yeah.
See, it's like my heart is heavy just to say that. But those are the levels of love. Even Tony Robbins taught that. It's love beyond human nature. Human nature would want to get revenge,
Hmm.
right? Or like, an eye for an eye or whatever like that. So I see that in you. I mean, you wouldn't do the live with me if you weren't open, not just minded, open like heart.
Mm-mm.
So you're like a living example of the realizations of the sharing. The challenges, when we're off the camera, off the live, are we still gonna treat people that way? And I'm
Yeah.
not perfect. Like if my mom's nagging and I'm like, what? I'm just something like that. Like you have your own version, maybe it's your dad, something like that. But it's to just do our best to keep being the person, not just learning and then just like, oh, I did it, one exercise. Well, will we keep doing it and being it even when no one's looking? So that's the task, right? So I hope people who watch the live and the replay,
Yeah. Thank you
they
so
can
much, guys, for
type
joining.
in
Yeah.
comments. Again, I'll probably rewatch this. That's what I do to let the lesson sink in. So any last things you want to share? I have like a 3 o'clock meeting. It's
Yeah.
2:38.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm happy we're making good time for this. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if there's anything last I want to say, no, yeah, I think it's just what I said it before, but for those watching, I really believe in my heart. Really, you got, even if you don't believe it, you guys are enough. You're good enough. I don't know. You're strong enough. You're loving enough. You're smart enough. You have what it takes. Because if nothing else, I even if I don't know who's watching, I believe that for everyone already, because I've gone through that myself. And that's just my wish for you guys, to for that you guys could see it too. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, everyone, for those watching. I
And I'm
hope you
gonna press the end broadcast. And on behalf of Royce, to end it, then, is if people think or feel that's hollow words, uh, I'll challenge you. Follow Royce on his profile. It's public. He does lives also. So
mm,
if you're like, well, how does being enough, saying you're good enough, and and all these things that Royce is saying look like, you could check his profile, right? I mean, that's how you know it's real. That's how you know it's
yeah. I'm one thing I'm starting. One thing I'm focusing on doing nowadays is telling more stories about my experiences. So yun nga, like I think that's one way to shift also from, it's not just my head, diba? Like, oh, these are ideas are cool, but like this is what really happened to me. And again, same with Martin. It's not perfect. You're gonna see me. You're gonna see like the ugly side of me also.
which is
But
which is
yeah,
how we know it's real. No, I
yeah,
appreciate that more. Yeah, and
yeah.
you're right, Royce. If you want to end on that realization, the experience is what connects it to the heart.
Mm-mm.
The head is all like, I think, theory, armchair commando, like that.
Yeah,
But then once we actually experience it, when we're in the arena, but like that's when the heart comes out there. So, and that's what we're doing right now. I mean, guys, try to go live, see what it's like, right?
yeah.
But the number one fear above death is public speaking.
Public speaking. My God,
So
yeah.
for those who think that's a joke, so thank you, Royce. We can end on that. Uh, so thank you, guys.
Yeah.
We
Thank you,
love
everyone.
you, and we will see you next time.
Yeah. See ya. Bye.